Thank you for your interest in Pilot Proficient's Proline Fusion Pilot Familiarization course. The Proline Fusion is a revolutionary and fully integrated flight instrument, autopilot, and navigation system. Multiple functionalities have been combined into a reliable, technologically advanced, and easy-to-use package designed to reduce pilotlet workload. We're confident that with these course materials, you will be able to go into your Proline Fusion experience with open eyes and a familiarity for the controls, inputs, and features of this unique and advanced system. Over the next few minutes, let's take a brief look at what the course covers and sample a few of the segments. In Segment 1, we take a look at the controls of the Proline Fusion to get your bearings before kicking off the rest of the training. Segment 2 gets you ready to fly by detailing the pre-flight and engine start phases. Things literally take off in Segment 3 when we walk through the departure and climb out phase. Let's take a quick peek at some of the Segment 3 content. Additional heading reference is shown in the background of the primary flight display in 10-degree increments, with each cardinal heading identified by the appropriate letter. As we have seen in previous segments, tapping the PFD settings button allows you to modify various available settings, including V-speeds. Segment 4 looks at some options of the lower workload environments, like cruise flight. We'll look at weather on the Fusion, fuel calculations, and much more. Descent planning and crossing restrictions are on the agenda for Segment 5. Here is a quick snippet where we take a look at the vertical nav feature of the Proline Fusion. You can also set a graphical depiction of your airplane's predicted position upon reaching the new altitude, which is a helpful tool to help verify that you can meet any crossing restriction assignments. Let's check it out.
Using the VNAV function of the flight guidance panel, the airplane will track the magenta snowflake in order to achieve your desired crossing altitude, also depicted in magenta here. The current mode of operation is vertical path, and the armed mode is altitude select, as enunciated on top of the primary flight display.
Segment 6 covers visual and instrument approaches. We'll take a look at the capable and intuitive systems used to set up an approach on the Fusion system. Next up, in Segment 7, we take a look at the basics of flying a missed approach. Emergency, abnormal, and advisory messages take the stage in Section 8. Here's a quick clip of the Section 8 video. The engine indicating crew alerting system in the Proline Fusion is made up of distinct levels of annunciator messages. Emergency or warning flags or annunciations in red, abnormal or caution annunciations in yellow, and advisory status annunciations in cyan blue or white. The system also features flags, like the one shown here, generally on the primary flight displays, to denote failure or status of various functions. Let's explore the meaning of some of the flags, warnings, cautions, and advisories we see on the PFD. Segment 9 wraps up the course with some tips and tricks learned from using the Proline Fusion that we'd like to share. Thanks again for your interest in Pilot Proficient's Proline Fusion course. Please feel free to contact us with any questions or for additional information on the course at contact@pilotproficient.com.